Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be doing my breast augmentation post-op day number 7, or my 1 week post-op. I didn't end up recording day 4 and 5. I think it was day 4 and 5, just because there wasn't really a big change that I wanted to share with you guys. I kind of thought I would just smush in together what I recorded from the day 2 and 3. So today's day 8. I had my appointment yesterday. He said everything was fine. I was concerned because there was a lump right here where this bruising is, and it's actually not there anymore. It's actually going down, and he said it was because it was just the swelling and the big bruise that I have. As you can see right there, it's pretty nasty bruise. It doesn't hurt though. So yeah, I mean, here they are. Here are my boobies. 475 cc's. I am 5 feet. Actually, I'm 4'11", but I guess I can just say I'm 5 feet. I'm 5 feet, 129 pounds. I probably gained like 2 pounds already from sitting on the couch. I will be doing a vlog about my journey to 115 pounds. And I know some of you are probably going to judge me, but 115 pounds healthy, like muscle. I'm hoping I can get down to that weight. But anyway, he said that everything was fine. Nothing was really wrong. He told me to keep it easy because after the 3rd day, guys, I got really impatient and I decided to hit the gym. But I didn't do any arms or nothing. I just went in and did lunges. I did, body squats. I did leg press. And I just pretty much squatted, But I could not sit in my house one more day without doing anything. It got really depressing. And I've told you guys I have really bad anxiety. So for me to be home all day, every day, and then my husband be at work, it just got really stressful. So I just decided I wanted to go to the gym and just kind of go out and get some fresh air. I did take a week off of work. I do go back on Monday. It's already Thursday. I'm hoping that I can move my arms a lot more, because I've noticed that I wasn't in a lot of pain right after surgery. To be honest, I just couldn't really get up or nothing. But I have been getting really sore lately, and I think it's because of the massages that I'm doing. They're really, really getting to me, and it's really uncomfortable. It's an uncomfortable feeling. It's not like a painful feeling, but it's just like when somebody grabs you really, really hard and leaves like a bruise, and then the next day like you touch your arm and you're like, ow, like, that's what it feels like. So about my experience that I had to go through, or that I wanted to go through for my new tatas anyway. My thoughts on it, really, it went by super fast. Like, I was so scared. I remember I went in that morning, I'm pretty sure you saw my video, I tried on the implants. The anesthesiologist came in and she talked to me about, the risks, and that she was going to do everything to make me feel comfortable and everything, and I was like, okay, whatever. There was a mix-up that I was so scared about. The nurse that I had originally had my consultation with, her name was Teresa. She had called me and had set up my appointment after I had paid my breast augmentation off, and she told me that there was only 2 surgeons available that day, and that was Dr. Christensen and Dr. Wright. Dr. Wright is one of the new surgeons that they have, and I wasn't completely sure I wanted to go with him because he's new. Like, I didn't know if he had like, enough experience and stuff like that. So I asked her, I'm like, what do you recommend me? And she said, oh, I definitely recommend you Dr. Christensen because he's been here the longest. He's been doing breast augmentations for 25 plus years. And so that's what we agreed on, right? That morning I went in, the nurse told me that the surgeon, Dr. Wright, was gonna come in and talk to me, and I was like, wait, what? I was like, I thought it was Dr. Christensen, and she said, well, Dr. Christensen is semi-retired, and I was like, really? I was so scared because, you know, like when secretaries have mix-ups like that, it really kind of scares you because you're just kind of like, okay, are you not keeping track of what, I'm, what I'm doing, what's gonna happen to me? So after that, I was just kind of like, okay, I'm already here. He wouldn't be working here if he wasn't a professional. So my husband and I decided to proceed with the surgery. And he was super sweet. I mean, I think I was just freaking out because it was surgery day. And he came in, talked to me. He drew on me, when they like would draw with you with that marker. And he talked to me about what size I wanted to go, and I said anywhere between 475 to 525 originally, but then I decided 525 was way too big. I am a small person. I am, wanting to drop down to 120, 115. So when I drop down and when I lose a lot of fat, I don't want my implants to look like implants. I don't want them to look like my skin is so thin to where that's all you can see. Because I do in the future want to compete for an NPC competition. So I just decided 475 to 500 would be the best, because if I was going to go under the knife, I was going to go big, or bigger than what I had originally planned, which was 400 cc's. And he said that I had a good amount of tissue to where he was positive he could fit 475, but he would definitely try to fit 500. So after that, the anesthesiologist took me back to the surgery room, onto one of the beds, and she actually put my IV in right then and there. So, and it was painless. Like, it literally just felt like a needle. I don't know if I have a high pain tolerance or not, but it didn't hurt. It just felt like a needle. I knew what I was getting myself into, so sorry, it's just I have this really, really, really weird pain right underneath my rib, and then every time I breathe in, it hurts, and it's not my boob, it's my rib. Okay, deep breath. Okay, so after that, I went in there, and she put my IV in. And like I told you guys, I have really bad anxiety. My heartbeat gets out of control. I get panic attacks. And they were kind of impressed by how my husband knew a lot about muscles and stuff like that. I don't know. They were having a conversation about underneath the muscle and the fascia or whatever. And she was asking me if my husband was in the medical field, and all I remember was saying, no, he wants to be a personal trainer. And I turned around and looked at her. And I turned around and looked at the anesthesiologist, and she had a needle in her hand. And all I remember was turning back around, and that's it. That's all I remember. And then that's when the video that my husband shot of me when I woke up, when I was all drugged up. I was so scared because I couldn't even believe it. It came by so fast. I was so happy though that I went through it. I was very impressed. He was able to fit 475 cc's. He said I should be able to be a full C to a small D like I wanted. Sorry, it's so hard to burp and stuff. And so they look good, he said. This is what they look like right now. Here is from the side view. And there's that. And I want to show you my incision on this side. Here's the incision on one side. It's not too big. And I'm going to show you the other boob, but don't freak out because it's super bruised, but it's normal. So don't freak the fuck out. And here is this one. And it's purple, as you can see. And it's even purple on the side. So there's that. I just want to show you a little bit of how they look. And this is just what the cleavage looks like. They're still super high, as you can see. Right there, still bruised. They're very tender. That's one thing I can tell you guys. They're very tender. Every time I touch them, they just feel sore, I guess. I have been going to the gym, just doing leg workouts. I haven't been doing anything with my arms. I've been feeling my muscle twitch a lot more than it used to, so that's a good sign. I mean, it's a sign that my muscles are starting to get stronger again and kind of feel with my implant. I am massaging, and the way that they taught me to massage, let me just move my camera a little bit down so you can see. It's really hard. Okay. The way that they taught me to massage was to grab the implant. I just want to show you how. I don't want to show you my nip, so I'll go like that. So to grab the underneath, like right underneath the nipple and the above the cut, and then you want to squeeze and you want to push the implant up, and then you want to hold for 10 seconds. And I gotta do that for five times a day, I think. I don't know if that was 10 seconds or not, but, and then you release the boob. And then you do this one. This one hurts a little bit more just because it's bruised. So you gotta be aggressive with it too, but I'm not. I usually have my husband do it because he's more like, you know, and I'm just like, ugh. Okay, so then you just grab the implant, squeeze, and then you lift up, as you can see, and then you release. I don't know what else to tell you guys besides that they had to give me a new bra because the lady gave me a 36, and like I told you guys, I have a really wide back, so she had to end up giving me a 38 because I was literally suffocating in that other one. Other than that, guys, I'm really happy that I did this. You know, I'm happy that I didn't go 525 cc's just because I'm only 21 years old. I haven't had kids yet, you know. In the future, if I wanted to go bigger, I could. So, I mean, if you want a good size, I would say go in between the middle where it's not too big and not too small. Or where it's big for you, you know, or just go what you want to do. Because I had so many people tell me, go big, go big, go big, because once it's underneath, you're going to look really small. And I did go as big as I could, honestly. But also because my skin's really tight. Like I said, I haven't had any kids. My skin's not stretched out at all. But I did have already, I had a full B, so he was able to fit a bigger breast implant, the biggest breast implant that I actually wanted. So that's pretty good. If you're under, I would say 21, you know, you're still growing. You don't know how big your boobs are gonna get. I mean, if it's something that you want to do, make sure you talk to your parents about it. If you know you're still living with them or something. I know I talked to my parents about everything. Like, even my dad knew that I was getting a breast augmentation. But that's just like the relationship that I have with my parents, because my parents are in a whole different country. So, you know, be honest with the people that you love. Make sure people know that, you know, you're getting a breast augmentation because you're gonna need help. You're gonna need help getting out the bed, out the couch. You're gonna need help. The first day you're gonna need help going to the bathroom, especially if you're on your period. That sucks so bad. And I mean, my husband had to wipe my butt